I'm Michael O'Sullivan, the owner of Hub People. We offer a dating platform and we allow people to create either branded sites of their own or to promote internally branded dating sites that we operate for profit. We partner up with various companies or affiliates who will push a dating brand. They'll do all of the internet marketing associated with driving users to a site. And then we take over from there in terms of handling the registration, all of the customer care with that end user, and also the billing. And at the end of the month, we usually have a revenue share agreement where we split the proceeds. So we do all of the management of the service, whereas the affiliate is primarily just taking care of all of the marketing for sending traffic. We've got about 40 staff, I think, around about now. We're growing quite quickly. I think it was about 20 about a year and a half ago. So it's busy, a little bit hectic, which is nice. And I think we run about 10,000 dating sites. I don't know, have a user database of 5 or 6 million or so. We've started like a few years ago focusing more on creating niche communities, because we found that by offering people blogging features and organising all of the people with similar interests into an area where they can communicate publicly. So any member who joins one of the sites or the community can communicate freely, and we only try and monetize on if they want private one-to-one communication. I think the internet offers great choice, but very often we're not very good at choosing the content that we consume. And I think that's driving us to be very, very more niche and focused in particular areas of interest, and which is a great opportunity if you're offering niche dating services or niche dating products. But I think it's an interesting change in how people are behaving and operating. And I think it's difficult for large brands to appeal to a mass audience, whereas if you have a dating platform that can easily adapt and offer many sites to many different niches, I think we're in a strong position, and certainly we're growing well with that, and I hope it continues. Well, I think a few years ago we had a problem because we added all of these features that customers wanted. They wanted forums and chat rooms and blogging features, and we just blindly, as a bunch of techies, added them. And then we're really trying to figure out, all these people are complaining, they're getting into flame wars, they're arguing all the time. Is this really, is it really worth our while doing it? And we've since realized that actually that is a unique selling point, that the internet now is full of trolls and fake people and everything else. And if you can provide a community where you're kicking out the crazy people, you're stamping down on the trolls, you're kicking out scammers, and you give people an area where they can talk about the stuff they want to talk about, people actually value that much more so now than they used to 5 years ago. With the community aspect, we've gotten a lot more rich feedback, and we find that even if you don't know anything about their particular community, so for example, we have a very large transgender community that we operate dating sites for, I'll be the first to put up my hand and say, I'm not the most knowledgeable on that particular topic, or skateboarding, or whatever it happens to be. But you don't need to be, you just need to listen to your audience and provide them the tools and the safe environment for them to operate and have a good time. There's a split, it may sound like a stereotype, but between contact and content. So women on dating sites are much more interested in content, reading stories or blogs or anecdotes, or looking at even emoji. Anything that's just content is more appealing to them typically, whereas men, they want to create a list of and just work their way down and just want contact. And a lot of dating sites, I think, are still built primarily for men in terms of organizing a hunting party or a list of women to track down, which is not necessarily ideal. So if you want a good, healthy product, I think you have to be willing to change the user experience depending on the type of user you have.